Hi, this is Mark Wittauer with trafficandconversion.com, and I've been getting some emails with some very basic internet marketing questions, probably because there's a lot of people who are, just now deciding that it's time for them to start making money online because perhaps their job is gone. And I'm getting a lot of basic questions like, what is a squeeze page? So I'm going to answer that question today in this video, and I'm also going to tell you how it can make more sales and more money for you and your online business. So what is a squeeze page? It goes by a lot of other names too, right? It goes by lead capture page, subscription page, sign up page. Here's a very common one, opt-in page. You know what? Altogether, really what they are web pages designed and built to build a list for your online business, right? And that's the point, right? You want to build a list. Usually they're brand new prospects. Sometimes they're existing customers that you want to kind of gauge interest in maybe a new product that you're coming out with. So why is it called a squeeze page? Well, it's called a squeeze page because it offers something so enticing and for free that visitors find the offer irresistible and they sign up. They give their name and their email address. There's, in a good squeeze page, nothing else to do on that page except to offer your name and email address. So what we say, and I don't like to say this, I really don't like this name, but what people say is that their name and email addresses are squeezed out of them because there's just nothing else to do on the page. If you want what's offered, you got to put in your name and email address. Now, why don't I like this phrase, squeeze page? I don't like it because it's a very negative kind of a term. It's about taking something. It's about getting something from someone. Well, I prefer to think of these pages as ways for you to demonstrate value, your information's value to your prospect, so that later they know, like, and trust you, and then they eventually buy from you, right? So, I don't like using the word squeeze page, but that's what everybody calls it. So I guess we're going to live with that for now. So here are some examples of some common types of squeeze pages. This is a plain text squeeze page, this one here, and you'll notice that it is it's just plain text. It's got a red headline up here. It's got some text here in the middle and a form down here. So that's a very basic kind of a squeeze page. And then there's, well, this one here, it has a banner at the top. Sometimes you'll find squeeze pages with images in them as well. We'll see one of those in a second. This one's a little bit fancier because of that banner here. Also, the form has this dashed line around it. Makes it look, I don't know, like paper you can tear off or something. And then we have one like this. This one's kind of more of a horizontal layout. All the text goes down this way. There's an image of a video here, and they're saying, hey, if you want to watch the video, and they're not being very subtle about it, right? See these arrows here? Then just fill out this form here. Notice, by the way, it's just asking for an email address, not even a first name. And then there is this page here, also kind of more of a horizontal layout. This one basically has a big headline here at the top, some body copy here, a picture, and then the form over here. This testimonial, also very nice to have a testimonial here to help people understand the value of what's going to be offered here on the page. Also, you notice that they're asking for first and last name here. That's not really very common. You don't have to do that. Typically, we ask for just a first name and email address. Okay. So what about the money that squeeze pages make? How does it work really, right? Why use a squeeze page in the first place? Well, here's why. Normal, good, conversion rates for a sales page are about 1%. Now that's a good sales page. There's a lot of sales pages that have, not even this much. They have a big fat 0%, right? They don't make any money at all. Hopefully your page isn't like that. Normal good conversion rates for a squeeze page are about 20%. Right? So notice the difference here. Squeeze page, 20%, sales page, right here, 1%, right? Okay, big difference there. Here's what's really cool. The normal good conversion rate for a list member, in other words, somebody who's already opted into your squeeze page, to your sales page is about 25%. In other words, of this 20%, 25%, understand what I mean? A fourth of them will eventually buy. Now, why is that? Well, that's because you have the advantage of time. You're not saying that they're going to buy today, and if you're only going for a sale, then you only have one shot at them, which is why one of the reasons why this number is so low. But if they join a list, if they're one of the 20% of the people that joins a list, then over time, you'll get a quarter of them. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, and it depends on about 100 different factors, but I've found that to be true in some of my businesses and many others. So what that means is that the normal good conversion rate from visitors to sales, if they're going through a squeeze page, is about 5%. Okay, and 1% is a whole lot smaller than 5%, right? I'd rather have the 5. So what does that mean to you in hard dollars? It means that if you're running a business and you don't have a squeeze page and you're making $100 a week, then we're going to maybe be able to turn it at $500 a week. If you have a business that's running at about $1,000 a month and you don't have a squeeze page, you have a chance of turning it into $5,000 a month. Same, $50,000 a year turns into $250,000 a year if you go from 1% to 5%. Now, you must understand this. I'll say it again. Your mileage may vary. I can't vouch for how good any of your marketing is at this point, or how good you'll make it. All I can talk to you about is my experiences and the experience of some other people that I know. So, here's the big squeeze page question. Don't squeeze pages sometimes scare away good prospects? Well, the answer is yes, but that's okay. I will deal with sacrificing part of that 1% that's going to buy at the beginning. I'll get rid of them. I'm okay with that because I'm going to make a big whopping 5% sales over time later, and perhaps more. But you understand that 1% much better than 5% much better than 1%. Despite my ugly writing, I would much rather have this 5% than any part of that 1%. Make sense to you? Okay, so what are the parts of a squeeze page? I'm just going to run this down real quick. There's the offer, and the offer really is the story of this whole page here, right? What it is that you're willing to trade somebody for the name and email address that you're asking for. You also have a headline. You can see that right here. You've got the body copy. That's all this stuff here. That's copywriting text. You've got the form. That's usually connected to a mailing system of some sort, also called an autoresponder system. And then you've got a thank you page. And the thank you page is not visible here, right? That's the page somebody goes to after they fill out this form. But here's the important part. On that mailing system, like in the email messages that follow up, and on the thank you page, you've got to keep the promise that you're making, right? If you're making a promise that you're going to teach them these 3 things, then go ahead and teach them those 3 things. So I'm thinking about making some videos in the coming days about other parts of squeeze pages. I need to know if you want me to make these or not. Tips for making your own squeeze page, tips for improving your squeeze page. That one's a moneymaker. How to know if your squeeze page is working right. There's ways to know. When a squeeze page is not a squeeze page, how to use squeeze pages to multiply your sales. And answers to any other questions that you might have. I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to make, but I would like to know if you would like to see any more videos like this, and just what questions you have about squeeze pages or anything else in internet marketing. Okay, that's it for now. If you're watching this on my blog, then go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell me if you have any more questions, if you have any comments, or if you want to see anything more. Just let me know there. If you're watching this on YouTube or some other video site, there should be a link over here to trafficandconversion.com, my blog, hopefully exactly the page where this video is being hosted, and leave your comment or question there. I do have more videos in the works, but I need you to let me know that you want to see them. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.